fourth principle is labor and striving. That's the beginning of verse 29. And I needed to leave the T's and come to the P's, and so here is the price of discipleship. Labor and striving is the price of discipleship. My brothers and sisters, we know that it's enjoyable and rewarding to be involved in a person's progress in Christ. Like most beneficial things, discipleship comes at a price. Just as it cost Christ to disciple the 12, you and I will have to pay the price of things like time and effort, patience, and relaxation to be a disciple maker for the kingdom. Paul describes his ministry using the words labor and striving. The Greek word translated as labor means wearisome toil or effort. It is activity that leaves you tired and exhausted. And the word for striving, to agonize, is often used to describe the strenuous exertion of an athletic contest or a boxing match. My brothers and sisters, Paul fought and labored to the point of exhaustion to present believers mature in Christ. We have to be prepared to experience some hardship when we are making disciples. It's giving of ourselves, sharing ourselves, taking time trying to figure out where people need help and how to include them in the fabric of our lives. It's seeking to model, encourage, and inspire. And it may mean meeting with someone when you don't feel like it, or helping out when you plan to do something else. Discipleship requires us to pay a price, but I'm here to tell you it's well worth it.
Yeah.
Because 1 Corinthians 15:58 reminds us to be steadfast, unmovable, what? Always abounding in the work of the Lord, knowing that our labor is not in vain in the Lord. Paul wants us to know eternal glory and reward await discipleship. There's a tendency here, my brothers and sisters, as well. Here, we need to be careful of idolizing personal comfort and ease. Y'all, you know it, our culture loves comfort. We seek to make life as easy as possible. So much so, we're willing to risk death to go to the beach during Corona. Y'all, many people feel if they are uncomfortable, if they're having to strain, something's wrong. Listen, if we function under this kind of lie, it will lead to half-hearted discipleship. If our discipleship isn't involving some struggle and sacrifice, we should evaluate whether we're making any